outside, and that's because I think that the bad guy might be attacking my base, and I think that he somehow found a way to penetrate the security system of the Bandito's lair. Oh, and there's chickens out there. Yeah, chickens, if you can see it that well. And no, not one of them's a sheriff like in that episode in Hi Hi Puffy on Mayumi. You know, the one that's called Showdown. How can, like, one of the villains somehow penetrate the security system of my headquarters? I might think that that villain went inside the headquarters. It just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? Yeah, that might be it. Yeah. I got some work to do. Serious work this time. Oh my good gravel. I think that bad guy looks just like me, except he's wearing a jacket and a different colored bandana. Could it be that someone has made like a robot copy of myself and is trying to destroy the base as a countermeasure to take over the world? That might be it. But in the meantime, let's play WarioWare D.I.Y. And this is the end. The end of WarioWare-a-Thon. Are you ready? 'Cause I sure am. Let's go. Well, we've reached the end, and today, in the final parts of WarioWare-a-Thon, we are going to be taking a look at WarioWare D.I.Y. WarioWare D.I.Y. was first released in 2009, and later released in 2010 in North America and Europe, I think. Yeah. WarioWare D.I.Y. was made at a time when Nintendo started to get lazy with the WarioWare series. Yeah, it was all doing fine with WarioWare Smooth Moves and previous games in the series, other previous games in the series. But then, Nintendo showed signs of laziness with WarioWare D.I.Y. And the later release Game & Wario. However, I'm glad that Nintendo recovered from their laziness with WarioWare Gold. And now, with WarioWare Gold, it looks like they have put lots of effort into it. Yeah, these were dark times for WarioWare games. I'm not trying to say the games are bad, the games are good. But it was at that time when Nintendo started to get lazy with the WarioWare series. Alright, in case you were wondering, yes, I actually did finally obtain a North American copy of WarioWare D.I.Y. Yeah. And of course, I accidentally bought a European copy at first. But I finally went to the good old trusty pawn shop around here and got this good old North American copy, complete with an ESRB rating of E, rated E for everyone. Yeah, and of course, there's not much to see here. Yeah, and the back of the box, there's like Wario in this D.I.Y uniform, and he was even shown in the adverts in a Uncle Sam-esque, you know, poster. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? Like a, we want you to make more micro games. Yeah, my Wario impression's not that great. Yeah, and of course, inside the game you get a manual. And it's in full color, too. A shame that you don't get a manual for WarioWare Gold. But hey, the manual's stored inside the system itself. I miss these. Yeah. Not as impressive as the manual to WarioWare Smooth Moves and even the manual to WarioWare Inc. Mega Microgames, but it's still pretty good. And what else do you get in the game? Well, basically some other gubbins. Yeah. You do expect to get them in every DS game, and you get the game itself. And I have to say, this DS cartridge is actually in better condition than my European one that I got. It's no scuffs, and it's pretty good. Even the contacts look clean. And even the case is in good condition. Alright. Let's go ahead and review WarioWare D.I.Y. Alright, so I have my DSi XL again. And of course, let's pop this sucker in. Yeah, so the plot of this game is that Dr. Krygor is creating some game on the Wii, and of course something goes wrong. Yeah, so he hatches up an idea and creates this thing known as the Super Maker-Matic 21. Yeah, and there's Penny Krygor. Yeah, there's some bird squawking. Yeah, so Wario himself sees the machine and thinks that he'll make lots of money if Dr. Krygor, of course, produces enough of them. Yeah, it's the same exact stuff you've seen in a lot of WarioWare games. Yeah, and the title screen is probably one of the most unusual yet cool title screens I've ever seen. Instead of pressing the start button, or an icon that says start, if you're using like the touch screen, instead you touch on everywhere where you want, and there you go, there's the title of the screen. Alright, Before we take a look at the stages, I'm going to give a rundown of the features. Options, well, the options garage is basically just an options menu. The DIY studio, well, we'll take a look at that later, but first, let's take a look at WarioWare Inc. Yeah, DIY 101 is, well, where Penny Krieger will teach you the basics of making a microgame. Because that will be one of the features in the game itself. And you can even make records and comics. Again, those are two features in the game itself. Because that's the main idea of the game. Yeah, the Assembly Dojo, well, it's the same as the microgame tutorial in DIY 101, except it covers things that you that aren't normally covered in DIY 101. And of course the Job Center, where you get to create your own microgames, and of course Wario wants you to make microgames. Well, you know, because money. Well, he loves those gold coins. Well, you don't actually get gold coins in the game itself, in case you're wondering. Alright, let's go back. The DIY studio is actually where you get to create your own microgames. And of course, you can look at your data and the achievements that you've got. At first, I thought the WarioWare Gold was the first WarioWare game in the series to have achievements. But no, it's WarioWare D.I.Y. Interesting. Yeah, the DIY forum is basically tips. Yeah, let's see if there's anything on Mona. No. Alright. Yeah, and this is where you create your own microgames. We'll copy a oh wait, we already copied one. Yeah, and of course you can put in a sprites, music, put in the command and the setting. And of course you can even change the game length, depending on how long you want it. Yeah, quit editing this game. Well, to be fair, I haven't actually touched upon this feature that much. I haven't actually created my own microgames yet, so I've yet to touch upon the various features of WarioWare D.I.Y. Yeah, the record maker. Yeah, that's where you get to make your own music. And, well, you can either create your own songs or import one. Yeah, let's import the Mona song. Alright. Let's quit editing the record. Yeah, and you can even change the name of the records. Yeah, and there's the comic maker. Let's import a comic. Yeah. Yeah, again, I have yet to touch upon this feature and I haven't even made my own comics. But I have seen someone on Tumblr that has made a comic by using the WarioWare D.I.Y comic feature and had fun with it. In case you're wondering, the comic that he has made is basically a short comic about Mona as a mermaid, and she and of course she makes out with Wario. Well, because Mona and Wario are always great. Yeah. It's a thing I saw on Tumblr. Someone had. And I think the guy who made it is a guy who goes under the name David the Boy, and has like F.U. Lucky Charms. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and see it. It's really great. Alright, let's go along to the DIY shop. Yeah, you can look at the comics. And of course the music. Yeah, I've already listened to that one. And of course the sales charts. Well, it's basically just how well a specific microgame, music track, or comic does. And of course, the meat of the game itself, the games. You can either play them separately, or you can use the game blender. Yeah, and I can see that someone has already made microgames. Again, I have yet to play like the microgames. Like, I've yet to touch upon this feature. Alright, let's use the game blender. Yeah. This is where the laziness goes in. There's no story mode to speak. Yeah, and well, that's odd considering that every other WarioWare game that I know of, with the exception of WarioWare Inc. Mega Party games, where that game is all about the multiplayer features, has a story mode. Even WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games has story mode. Even the recent WarioWare Gold has a story mode. But this one, well, doesn't really have one. Yeah. Let's take a look at the Jimmy T stage first. Yeah, unlike WarioWare Smooth Moves, he actually does get his own set of microgames again. Yeah, and of course he's doing aerobics. Yeah. And what are his microgames? Well, sport theme. Yeah, I do like the separate genres. It's a nod to WarioWare Inc. Mega Microgames. So, I'll give him credit for that. And this stage even has its own song, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's proceed to the boss stage. Yeah, I forgot that the pause. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that you don't even use the pause button in this game. Instead, use the touchscreen to pause. Alright, we're up to the boss stage. Usually the stage comes after the Mo stage, but I usually put play the Jimmy T stage before the Mona stage. Got digits. Yeah. Alright, next one, please. Alright, the next microgame stage is from, who else? Mona. And is it me, or do I find Mona to be attractive when she's wearing that Temple Explorer outfit? Yeah. Well, you knew that I was gonna say something like that, because she is my waifu. Yeah, and of course, the theme of this stage is Temple Explorer, like exploring the temples. And of course, Mona here is like Indiana Jones. Yeah, so Mona is basically like a female Indiana Jones in this stage. Yeah. And the genre in this microgame stage is strange. Oh, and did you hear that? Well, as you can tell, this game recycles sound effects straight from WarioWare Smooth Moves. Yeah, that's that's where the laziness comes in. And to be fair, it would have been cool if they used the "You can do it" sound effect, considering like the well, the "You can do it" voice clip, considering the theme of this stage. Yeah, it would have been cool. Alright, let's move on to the boss stage. Alright, we're up to the boss stage. Yep, and, well, I think the first boss stage that you encounter in WarioWare Gold might be from this game. Like the first boss stage that you encounter in WarioWare D.I.Y. Yeah, looks exactly like it. Well, the first one, the Touched League stage. We did it! And of course, in the end of each microgame stage, you could do different things. Yeah, so, not much to say here. Alright, let's move on to the next microgame stage. Not much else to say here. Alright, let's do this. We're going to be meeting Ashley again. But at least we don't have to deal with her theme song again. Yeah. Needless to say, I think that Red should have, like, a better partner. He should be with someone else. Yeah, because Ashley's a rude witch. Yes, she may be cute, but her personality is dark. And you don't want to be friends with her. Yeah. Her fan base made me stop liking her. Haven't I said that enough? But I do have to say, all the other WarioWare characters are likable. And lovable. Well, lovable. Let's say that. I think I've said that before. Alright. Oh! Yeah. And yet again, sound effects ripped straight from WarioWare Smooth Moves. Let's move on to the boss stage. We're finally up to the boss stage. Oh. And of course, the thing the gist here is that you make sure you get ingredients for the sandwich, not other things. And well, and of course in the end, you get to change Ashley's mask. Let's get out of here. The next microgame stage is from our another familiar friend in the WarioWare series, Orbulon. And the genre in this microgame stage is IQ. Yeah. Oh, and the genre in the Ashley stage is, well, food. But the in WarioWare Gold, it's fantasy. Well, because, well, she's a witch. And magic is entirely, well, fantastical, almost, if there's real-life theories of how magic could be, of how magic exists in real life. But I don't think that many people proved it, though. Alright. Yeah, and of course, because this is IQ, you have to think and remember specific patterns. Alright, let's move on to the boss stage. Alright, we're up to the boss stage. Yeah. This is, I think, quite possibly the hardest boss stage in WarioWare history. Considering that you actually have to slide specific numbers, and you have to do it in a time limit. Yeah. Yeah, they haven't reintroduced this boss stage in WarioWare Gold, and there's a good reason for that. I just can't figure out, of course, what I'm doing here. I might beat this stage at one point, but we're gonna show you what happens when after the Orbulon stage ends. Yeah, did you see that? Like the dog points out what's happening. Yeah, that's the gist. Alright, next one. Alright, the next microgame stage is from another one of our familiar friends, 9 volts. Alright, let's go ahead and notice how not every character in the WarioWare series appears in this game. And that, of course, is another sign of laziness. And we'll get to that later. Yeah. Yeah. Like the previous 9 volt stage, I like this one, and it's my favorite one. Oh, sorry about that. Because, well, Nintendo theme. Alright, let's move on. Alright, we're up to the boss stage. And of course, the gist here is that you have to swim and collect the coins while avoiding a blooper. Yeah. here we go. We did it! Yeah! Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much that. There's not much to it. There's no extra mini games within the game. And of course, there's not even like well, you know, as I said before, a story mode. Yeah. And not all of the WarioWare characters appear in this game. And that's where WarioWare D.I.Y showcase comes in. So yeah, in order to get all the WarioWare characters to appear in WarioWare D.I.Y, you had to get WarioWare D.I.Y showcase. But first, I gotta deal with something. Be back in a sec. Or a minute, or whatever. However long. Alright, let's do this. Alright. I'm here. Oh crap. It looks like my my headquarters has gone bust. Well, that's that.
Well, if it isn't the Bandito himself. I've been waiting a long time to do this.
Mecha Bandito, I should have known it was you all along. You've just destroyed my precious headquarters. My games may be safe, but you've just destroyed the things that I love, and now you must pay. It's payback time.
You haven't even changed one bit since the first time I've met you. You're still the same worthless slime. You are the definition of worthless. You and those pathetic games that you have. You've been focusing on them for a long time. You've played those stupid WarioWare games for a long time. And all it has done is made you slow and worse. And then you focus on some sucky children's show that has also made you slow and worse. I cannot wait to kill you. Once you're dead, I will soon become victorious.
Boy, have you messed with the wrong person, insulting the things that I love. Well, it's time for me to dish out some frontier justice. I've got one weapon that is sure to make you into a pulp. Now, it's payback time!
Then let's do this the hard way. I cannot wait to suck the life out of you, and I cannot wait to drain your entire life force. So let's do this.
Oh crap, I'm out of ammo.
Is that all you got? Your weapons are even more worthless than you are.
If my guns don't work, then I have to resort to good old hand-to-hand combat. You're going down, bucko.
That's right. I want a real fight. Now let's do this.
It's time to get big, boy. Ow! Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You're made of metal. What are you doing to me?
I'll kill you, Mr. Bandito, and then I will take over the entire world. Dominate it. And the machines will take over my army of machines that I somehow have reprogrammed to fight against me and our formerly Dr. Battle Synergy Suitors. Once you defeat it, I will dominate the world. And you worthless humans will be trembling in your own fear.
I have anything to say about it. You'll never dominate the world. Not when I'm around. We will always win. And I will always have Mona as my waifu.
Just give up. You know that you will never defeat me. So why even bother trying? You will just come out, kneeling in pain. I am the far superior one here. I'm more powerful than you, and I'm much cooler than you, so why don't you just give up?
Not if I have anything to say about it. You will never win. Not even against one of my most powerful weapons ever. The mighty power hand. Now take this, you bag of bones. Yeah, I'm free.
Impossible! How could it be?
Yeah, that's right. Say hello to my old girl, the Power Hammer. That's the one thing that you don't have. And with this, I can easily knock you out and disable your defense mechanism. Now, it's time to finish you off, Well, that's that. You may be a machine of destruction, but I am a pure Mona fan, and I have the mighty power hammer. Well, let's move on to reviewing the expansion pack of WarioWare D.I.Y. Yeah, I call it expansion pack because, well, it's basically an expansion of the game itself. So, let's go along and review WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase. Well, I've defeated my greatest rival for now. But he'll be back though. Alright, so WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase is the expansion pack of WarioWare D.I.Y. And of course, what you get inside of the expansion pack is, well, the rest of the characters. And since this is a digital release, I don't have any box art to show to you guys. Oh well. Here's my orange Lexar USB drive. Yeah, so WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase continues the contains the rest of the characters, and I pretty much bought it before the whole Wii shop closed down. Alright, so let's go take a look at WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase, or otherwise known as WarioWare D.I.Y. The Expansion. Oh, and unlike WarioWare Smooth Moves, you don't have to be standing up in order to beat the game. Yeah, you can actually sit down and play WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase. Yeah, it's a good game to play to relax after playing that hard session of WarioWare Smooth Moves. Yeah, there's a warning about the wrist strap thingy. And yes, I actually do use the wrist strap. I know some of you out there don't, but I actually use it, and I don't mind it. Online interaction's not great by ESRB. WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase continues the trend of the unusual title screen, except you're using the Wii remote instead of the touch screen, and the logo is shown to you right away rather than it being revealed once you touch the screen on your DS system. And of course, it also looks different from the one used in the regular WarioWare D.I.Y. game. Yeah, the title screen of WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase is actually slightly different from the one in the regular edition of WarioWare D.I.Y. The regular WarioWare D.I.Y. The regular WarioWare D.I.Y. game itself. This, of course, is meant to be an expansion pack to the original game. Yeah, you got the distribution center. You can import your micro games that you've already have made on your DS systems. Your DS system. And there's even an in-soft store, but unfortunately the online service has shut down. Such a shame. It would have been great to use it back in the day. And you can even turn on friend notifications. Yeah. But I think that feature is probably disconnected though. Yeah, we've got the survey box. It's a shame that feature is disconnected. Yeah, it's not much to say about the survey box. And you've got the Wario Man Superstore, which does take the place of Diamond Software in the WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase. Yeah, you got the games, music, and comics. I've already talked about the music and comics in the regular WarioWare D.I.Y. game itself, so I'm not going to talk about them again. Let's just go straight to the games. Yeah, they got the DIY games. These are basically your micro games. You got WarioMan software. These are the games you've already played. And of course, the stages in this game are the 18-volt stage, Cat Nana stage, Dribble and Spit stage, and WarioMan himself. Alright, let's go straight to the Game Blender and play the Dribble and Spit stage. Dribble and Spit's Rally. Diamond Rally Championship. Yeah, so the gist here is that Dribble and Spit somehow managed to find time to modify their taxi and even enter the Diamond Rally Championship. Well, let's hope they don't come across the another modified taxi in the movie Taxi. And no, I'm not talking about that 2004 one with the Crown Vic. I'm talking about the original French movie named Taxi with the Peugeot 406. And it's a shame that they've never released that movie on DVD in North America at all. Heck, you don't even get like a subtitled version of Taxi. It actually looks pretty good. I've seen a trailer for it. All right, let's go back to the microgame stage. Beware. Yeah, I can never figure this game out well in WarioWare Gold as well, because even if you stop, you still lose a life. Yeah, someday I'll figure it out.
Here we go!
We assembled it! Oh crap. Yeah, we did it. Alright, let's skip over to the boss stage. Alright, we're up to the boss stage. I want to figure out how to play that microgame with the octopus thingies. It's basically just a game of red light, green light. And you have to go behind the other octopus. Oh, and this game actually has a pause button, unlike WarioWare Smooth Moves, where you had to go back to the Wii menu or reset the game, and if you want to actually to quit the game or pause the game. Here we go, man. Let's get ready for a wild ride. Yeah! Yeah, we did it! We defeated that nose ship thingy majiggy. Oh man, I broke their taxi. Alright, next stage, please. The next microgame stage is from Cat Nana. And notice that Mona does not make an appearance in this game whatsoever. This is the only game where she doesn't make an appearance. And well, WarioWare D.I.Y, the regular edition itself, is the only game where Cat Nana doesn't make an appearance, so it's vice versa. Alright, let's play the stage, and yes, this is the first stage I've played in the game. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, good old Ninja Power Puffs. Yeah, and of course they're using those cape things, those yellow things, which sort of remind me of of Mario's cape from Super Mario World. You know, when you get the Super Leaf. You know what I mean. You've probably seen it before. A lot of you probably played that game before, so I don't need to explain anything. break. Yeah, and there's a little baby bird. Tweet, tweet. Oh, thought that was correct. Eat him up. Yeah. Surprised that gecko doesn't actually camouflage. Yeah, the genre in this stage is nature, just like in the original WarioWare Infinite microgames, and the genre of the triple spit stage is sci-fi. Alright, let's move over to the boss stage. We're up to the boss stage, and of course, can you hazard a guess of what it's going to be? Yeah. It's a version of a snake, except you're a caterpillar. Oh crap. I lost, but you get to see the ending anyway. Yeah, I've played this stage before, and I've beaten that boss stage before. Yeah, you have to avoid the cans. That's the gist. Let's move on to the next. Next up is the 18-volt stage, and this and WarioWare Gold are the only two games in the WarioWare series where the 9-volt and 18-volt stages are separate from each other, rather than both characters appearing on the same stage. Alright, let's indulge ourselves to some good old Nintendo classics. Jet 18 Volt. Wouldn't it be awesome if 18 Volt dressed up as Jet Jaguar? Jet Jaguar! You know, that character from that Godzilla movie, Godzilla vs. Megalon. You guys probably seen that movie before. I know some of you have, and some of you have seen the Dropkick. Yeah, that's the Duck Hunt dog. Yeah, many people hate that character, and sorry for using a strong word, by the way. Why do people not like the Duck Hunt dog? Well, because he laughs at you if you fail. Flip. Yeah, flipping the Koopa Troopas. Red wins. Just like they always do in Team Fortress 2. Well, that's not Team Fortress 2, that's Advance Wars. I haven't played that game yet. But I do plan on getting it. Yeah! We defeated that thing. Let's move on to the boss stage, shall we? Here we are, we're up to the boss stage. And of course there's 9-volt himself flying a spaceship. That, of course... Oh, I forgot this game has a pause button. That, of course, looks like his, the helmet that he wears. Yeah, and the objective here is to vacuum up all the stuff while avoiding the green fireball. And no, it's not as random as it sounds, since Nintendo actually made a vacuum. No joke. They actually made a vacuum that you control by remote. Yeah, and 18 Volt himself saves 9 volts. But well, he gets his hand hurt though. Yeah, Nintendo made a remote control vacuum that used a similar remote control mechanics to the lefty racers. I mean, the lefty remote control cars. Alright, let's move up to the boss. Let's move on to the next stage, and this one is gonna be the last stage in the game. Let's do it. Last but not least is the Wario Man stage. The Extraordinary Wario Man. Yeah, it's supposed to be a play on the term The Incredible Hulk or The Uncanny X-Men or whatever word begins with V in a comic book about superheroes. And the gist here is that some guy has to, he can't go in the restroom, and he has to go to the restroom. And of course, Wario Man comes in to help him. Stamp. Ooh, man. Take slices. Grab a hot slice and take a big bite. Wait for it. Oh. Mustache. Did that one. Alright, let's proceed to the boss stage. Well, this could be it. We're up to the final boss stage in WarioWare D.I.Y. Are you ready? 'Cause I'm ready. Let's do this. And it's a hot potato. Except it's, hot bomb frozen in your face. I believe the nerd already said that. Yeah, and I won. Sort of reminds me of that minigame in Power Rangers, except it's multiple bombs instead of one. Alright, so that's that. That, of course, is WarioWare D.I.Y. And let's move on to the conclusion. In conclusion, WarioWare D.I.Y. is a good WarioWare game to get if you're low on cash. Or if you don't have enough money for WarioWare Inc. Mega Microgames or WarioWare Twist It. Or the most recent WarioWare game, WarioWare Gold. Yeah. It's a good game, but has some flaws in it. While I do appreciate the addition of creating your own microgames, that's a thumbs up. And of course, creating your own music tracks and even comics. WarioWare D.I.Y. doesn't have a story mode. Well, any story mode to speak. Not every WarioWare character is in the game. And of course, the base game itself is pretty shallow and bare bones. Yeah, you don't get much in the base game, but once you get WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase, it makes everything better. So yeah, WarioWare D.I.Y. alone gets a score of an 8 out of 10. It's a good game and definitely one that every WarioWare fan should get. But it's not nearly as good as WarioWare Smooth Moves or even WarioWare Twist It and WarioWare Inc. Mega Microgames, and let's not forget the most recent addition to the series, WarioWare Gold. Despite the fact that it has a feature where you can create your own microgames. However, if you get WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase, the game itself gets a 9 out of 10. Yeah, if you get WarioWare D.I.Y., you have to get WarioWare D.I.Y. Showcase to go with it. Well, that is if you have already bought it before the Wii Shop came out. So yeah, I'm hoping that it will be re-released sometime soon in the future as a re-release on the Switch. Alright, so that concludes my review of WarioWare D.I.Y. and WarioWare-a-Thon. Welcome back to your headquarters, Mr. Bandito. It's all fixed. Yeah, as you can tell, your headquarters had sustained heavy damage, and it took us a while to fix it all up. Yeah. My job is to guard the HQ. But unfortunately, we've faced against an enemy that, of course, is stronger than most of us. Otaku Bandito. And his only goal is to destroy the lockdown. Even little Johnny got heavily damaged. Yeah, little Johnny himself was able to withstand attacks from Final Fantasy characters in the past, but he was no match for Metacafe. Pretty strong robot. And I thought my it's my where I like to play my games. And I was actually surprised to see the high level of security that Bandito himself was able to break through. And even he was a powerful being. My guns were pretty ineffective. Well, I used one gun against him. Yeah, it was pretty ineffective. But I picked up the power of the Lloyd's power hammer and feed us that bag of bolts. Yeah, maybe destruction, but I am strong for that. I will always win. Yeah, that's the spirit. Go show those robots what we're made of. Those robots made by Dr. Matosei and Tsuto are not going to replace us human beings anytime soon. Well, anyways, not only is your headquarters fixed up, but it also got a bit of an upgrade, and we even got a new painting for you. Wait until you see it. You'll like it. Well, that's good to hear. I can't wait to see what kind of painting you have for me, guys. I'm gonna go take a look right now. Oh, that's the new painting that you're talking about. I like it. Oh no, wait, I don't just like it. I love it! Good old Mona, eh? I'm so proud to have her as a waifu. I mean, I'm so happy to have her as a waifu. Yeah, I like that painting. You did a good job on it. You're welcome. Well, we didn't actually make it ourselves. She made it. Yeah, I'm talking about the lady named Candy. She did a great job on it. I'm so glad you like it. It took us a long time for us to get that painting. And we were proud of it. So, what you gonna do now that your headquarters is all fixed up again? Gonna sit down and play some WarioWare games. Well, mainly WarioWare Gold. Yeah, I can never, ever put down a single WarioWare game, and they're just too fun. Well, I guess I shouldn't have bothered asking you that question. You sure love those WarioWare games. Well, I'm gonna be off. I have to to guard the palace from oncoming threats. So, see you later, alligator. Goodbye, old friend. Man, after defeating such a powerful enemy, I could really use a break. I can never ever put down a single WarioWare game. I always love the Mona stages in the WarioWare games. They're just so great, and Mona's my waifu. She'll always be my waifu.